Ever since I was born, I have watched Palestine be bombed, and it is 19 years later, and I am still watching it get bombed.
That is outright a call for genocide against the Jewish people in Israel.
When you attack a police officer, that can be a felony, and that can cause a lot of problems for everybody.
A chaotic night as pro-Palestinian protesters at VCU demonstrating against violence in Gaza clash with local officers, and tonight people on all sides of this conflict are speaking out. You're watching 8 News at 6. I'm Eric Phillips.
I'm Deanna Albritton. Tonight we know more than a dozen people have been arrested, and now we have the debate between free speech and public safety. We have live team coverage with 8 News reporters Tyler Englander, Sierra Krug, and Cheyenne Pagan covering all the angles of what happened last night.
But we begin with reporter Jamal Williams, who's at VCU Police Headquarters in Jamal. School officials say Richmond Police declared the protest an unlawful assembly. So talk to us about what went into that decision.
Well, Deanna, Eric, today I spoke with a former Richmond Police, Capitol Police officer rather, and a spokesperson from Richmond Police on why they believe that yesterday's demonstration left police no choice but to step in.
It's a lot of tension. The war itself is escalating in terms of fear and drama. And fear and drama are never good friends to invite to a protest.
Words from former Capitol Police officer Mike Jones in the clash between demonstrators and police officers last night at VCU. Groups of students and people protesting Israel's war in Gaza and demanding a ceasefire created a liberation zone outside of James Branch Cabell Library on VCU's Monroe Park campus in Richmond. However, Chance for Peace and Unity quickly turned combative.
You can't harm people, you can't destroy property, you can't block ingress and egress for emergencies.
VCU Police, Richmond Police, and Virginia State Police were on site. According to a statement from VCU, Richmond Police declared the gathering an unlawful assembly, prompting their response. They say several people started throwing objects and used chemical spray on officers, to which officers used pepper spray on the crowd.
You don't paint the whole crowd with one brush saying they're all bad, but there are always the troublemakers that put in there. And when you attack a police officer, that can be a felony. And that can cause a lot of problems for everybody.
13 people, including 6 students, were arrested at the protest and charged with unlawful assembly and trespassing. Jones says he hopes the actions of a few won't tarnish the overall meaning of what the majority want to accomplish.
We can take the whole message of the protesters, and the public looks at it, well, they just want to fight or they want to cause problems.
Now, we did ask VCU and Richmond Police more about their involvement in yesterday's incident, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more. Live in Richmond, Jamal Williams, 8 News.